got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
John, how are you?
Good.
Episode 59.
Is that what we're on?
It's a big milestone.
Whoa. 59.
5-9.
Wow.
Did you come with a lot of ideas this week like you did last week?
No. I didn't come with a lot of ideas. I
Just a
came
one
with
and done?
some.
Oh, you did?
Kind of one and done. One and done kind of thing. Yeah. That's
you,
good. I thought, weren't we going to make some phone calls tonight?
I didn't give any warnings, though.
What?
Sorry.
Can we do a quick email and say,
Who were we trying to call?
we're going to call Steve, remember?
Oh.
I mean, you even announced it to our audience. We were going to have a
Well, Steve usually
conversation.
listens on Wednesday,
on Wednesday.
and the last episode came out today, so he probably won't listen until tomorrow. So we'll call him next week.
Okay, Steve, be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
What were we going to ask him again? About his
Prepared.
car and stuff?
What?
We were going to ask him about his car, his new car that had issues.
Yeah, I want to ask him about his new car and see how he's doing and what's new in his world. And it's called Steve's World.
That's the new segment.
It's going to be a new segment. We're going to call it Steve's World. We'll get a hold of your dad, call your dad, and we'll have Joe's World. And then we'll go to Kim's World. And so we'll just do different worlds for different people.
That sounds like worlds of fun.
It's worlds of fun.
Wow. So how's your week been, John?
My week's been good. Can't complain,
Care to
actually.
elaborate?
What do you mean?
Want to describe your week? Anything exciting or...
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that has been happening, but nothing I can mention over the air. But
because of work stuff?
yeah,
Oh.
because of work stuff. So.
Anything else at home going on?
No, nothing new. Nothing new.
Awesome.
We got everybody coming in town this week. They're all leaving school, and
That's
I think
exciting.
on Thursday and Friday, and they're all heading home. So we'll have all of the grands here
That's fun.
on Thanksgiving. So we're really looking forward to that.
And
Should be
that's
a good
at oh, wait. Wait a minute. So would this be the Thanksgiving episode?
Is this? I don't know. You tell me. You're the
Be.
technical guru here.
Yeah, because it'll come out on the 26th and Thanksgiving's on the 28th. Happy Thanksgiving, John.
Happy
Should have
Thanksgiving,
started the
Taylor.
episode off that way.
Yeah, we should.
Welcome to episode 59. I'm thankful for you.
Well, I'm thankful for you too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. No, thank you.
We hope that everyone's listening on their way to their family Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
They're just playing us in their speakers and
Listening
Nobody's fighting.
and smiling and yucking it up and
everyone's excited to see
laughing
their
and
in-laws.
singing kumbaya stuff.
Well, they're not saying that because they're listening to us.
Well, they can sing along.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah. What are you thankful for this
I'm
year?
thankful for living, laughing, and loving.
That is so lame. What do you mean come living, laughing, and loving?
Live, laugh, love.
Elaborate on that. What
Live,
do you mean?
laugh, love. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and my freedom. I don't know about the freedom part. I'm thankful for that.
Well, you sound like you're running for office. What kind of office you running for? Office of?
I'm just thankful for those things. Thankful for my family.
Okay.
Thankful for my friends.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for my friends, actually.
And my friend that's like family.
Yeah.
And freedom.
Freedom?
That's just a given. Thankful for that one.
Well, it's after the election. We can say things like that now.
Why
Whereas
can't-
before we couldn't,
Why?
because people would just really start to come down on you and berate you and call you all kinds of insidious names.
Oh.
But now you can. Now you can do that. As evident by the football players doing the Trump dance.
How did you see that?
Huh?
How did you see that?
Well, I saw it a couple of times on the news and a couple of times on I saw one on some football game I was watching. I forget what the name of it was.
Can you do your Trump dance? That was good.
Yeah. Yes. No. Good.
That was really good, and I like
Yeah.
how the vest added some pizzazz.
Yeah,
to it.
it does. Adds pizzazz.
It made some-
adds a little sound effects to it.
It emphasized the movements.
Yeah.
That's good. Can you do the point? He does the.
Does he do the point?
He kind of points it as a thumb up. That would be a good clip. We haven't had one of those in a while.
We haven't had a clip in a while, have we?
Well, that's good. What else? Your week's going good. Oh, sorry. Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for besides family, friends, freedom?
It's always family first. Always family first.
Always.
In my book, yeah.
Well, God, then family.
It's true. God and family and country. My God.
Awesome. Are you looking forward to any Thanksgiving dishes in particular?
Oh gosh, I love Thanksgiving dinner. I love turkey and of course every Thanksgiving is always an inordinate amount of food.
You're a big turkey guy, though?
Oh God, I love turkey.
I could do without it for the most part.
Really?
I say that, but I was just telling Janelle yesterday about a memory of mine was going to Becky and Steve's house, and we would eat lunch around early lunch, and then we would have the usual stuff, and I would sit at the kids' Oh, no.
Guess what I didn't do, ladies and gentlemen?
Mute your phone.
Yeah.
But I'd be at the kids' table because for the first 14 years of my life, for 15 years, I was the youngest in the family. So
Didn't you just hate the kids' table?
I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I loved it because it was me and my sister, my cousins. Well, Steve's kids are my second cousins.
Uh-huh.
So they're a bit older, but they would always dare me to do just crazy stuff like put a spoonful of sugar on my corn and just be an ornery kid.
Peas up your nose. And...
Didn't do that, but...
You didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I was just an ornery kid, so the kids' table was fun. But then we got too old and outgrew it, and now they kind of do separate Thanksgivings because the family's so big now, so...
Yeah, that's
sad.
true. That's what happened.
We would have the Thanksgiving lunch, and then we would sit around and watch football and stuff, and then in the evening, we would make a little turkey sandwich. And we would sit around and eat turkey sandwiches and watch more football.
Yeah, see, that's what I miss. Is now that we're older and we go to the kids' house for Thanksgiving, we don't have the luxury of the leftovers anymore. I used to love the leftovers.
Just demand they make extra.
Man, they're just great. Give me an apple pie,
Well,
or pumpkin pie, or mincemeat pie, or
mincemeat pie?
yeah, that's all it is raisins.
Oh, and mincemeat pie?
They call it a mincemeat pie.
Oh, I always thought that was actual actual meat.
No, it's not meat. It's not. No, it's not meat. But
Well,
then having the capability of just kind of walking over to the fridge any time of the day and pulling out that turkey and having another turkey sandwich.
Yeah. Well, we go to Janelle's parents' house now.
Oh, do you?
Usually some extended family member shows up, like her aunt or her grandma.
Uh-huh.
This year it's her grandma. And, yeah, so we're there most of the day, but they make enough food that there's a good amount of leftovers. And over the course of the weekend, the family will say, oh, let's go out and do this, and we'll go out to eat. And her dad's always saying, we don't need to go out to eat. We have leftovers at home. So those leftovers will usually
That sounds
last
like a
him.
typical dad.
Yeah, they'll last him
Yeah.
a good 3 weeks until it starts growing something on it, and then he's fine pitching it. But
Well, I think the girls have finally learned that it's always good to send Papa home with leftovers.
good.
They're kind of gotten into that groove now of being able to do that.
Well, if they listen on Tuesday, they'll have a 2-day heads up to make extra.
That's
for Papa.
right. That's
So,
right.
Kathleen and Courtney, please make extra turkey.
Yes, I will. Please, girls.
So what else do you like
For
besides the mincemeat and the turkey?
Oh, turkey and the gravy. You have to have really good gravy.
Good gravy.
Yeah, good gravy. Yeah, mashed potatoes. And,
Well, yeah.
God, now I'm getting hungry.
Are you a deviled egg fan?
Love deviled eggs.
They're growing on me. I kind of like them now.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. They are. Mary Alice makes a great deviled egg
Really?
for some reason. I don't know which.
You'll have to bring
what
some
she
next
uses.
week.
I won't bring some next week, but
It's all that angel making deviled eggs.
yeah. But in any event, she makes a mean deviled egg.
Janelle makes good ones too.
Does she?
She's usually the deviled egg maker.
What's her fave on Thanksgiving?
What's her favorite?
On making on Thanksgiving?
I don't know her favorite to make. She does like deviled eggs though.
Does she?
I couldn't tell you a recipe or I have to kill you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get killed.
Okay. I like stuffing, surprisingly.
You know what? I do occasionally. I'm not a big stuffing guy.
Yeah, sometimes when it's got a good moisture to it, it's not dry.
Yeah.
I like green bean casserole. My mom always made a good green bean casserole.
Okay.
Mac and cheese is always a good one.
We never had mac and cheese when I was growing up.
I say that. I'm not sure we did either. I mean, I'm thinking of like...
in general?
No, there was some bake with like... People put like Frosted Flakes on the top as like they'd bake it on the top.
Okay.
Anything like cheesy hash browns or something?
Yeah.
Cheesy potatoes? That's what it was.
I don't know.
Cheesy potatoes.
Ooh.
Or cheesy corn.
Yeah, cheesy potatoes are good.
Or cheesy cheese.
Well,
Just
I'm not a
anything
big
with cheese.
Not a big cheesy cheese guy, but I like cheesy potatoes.
I don't know. For Christmas, my great grandma Arlene used to make these things that I think Janelle called like Iowa sushi or something. Maybe I called it that, but it was just a pickle with like cream cheese wrapped in ham, and it would be cut into like these little things.
Oh, really?
Good.
I've never had that.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't know what it's called.
It does sound good, but
It's probably got a name.
yeah, I'm sure it does.
It's called a pickle roll up.
A pickle roll up.
Yeah, it does look very Midwest. Just like
Oh, I see. Yeah,
you're pretty seen
it does look
somewhere.
good.
My great grandma Arlene was very Norwegian. Just
Yeah.
and she would make lefse.
Lessa?
Lefse.
Lefse. I thought you said Lessa. L-E-S-S.
That's my sister,
Less. L-E-S-S. What?
Alyssa.
No, don't call Alyssa Lessa.
Lefse. Lefse.
What is that? What is it?
It's a traditional soft Norwegian flatbread. It is made with riced potatoes, can include all-purpose flour, butter, milk, cream. Hers, it doesn't sound as good as what she would make, but it's mostly like sugar and a tortilla looking
bread?
thing.
Is it a bread kind of thing?
Yeah, hers looked mostly like this. But it was like butter and sugar on the inside, maybe?
Yeah, kind of like a flatbread kind of thing.
It was very good. So I'll have to make it sometime. Bring it back. But it would not taste good, and I'd be sad that I tried because it wouldn't be like hers. So yeah.
Someone made one for us one time, and I can't remember who it was. But it's been years and years ago that they made this. It's called Devon cider bread. It's made with cider, and it's from, I guess, an old Irish recipe or something. But anyway, it was fabulous. Really, really
interesting.
Really good.
Well, besides looking forward to Thanksgiving, what else are you have going on?
What else we have going on?
Grandkids in town?
Yeah, we got all the grandkids in town. They'll be here. Looking forward to that.
You gonna do any Black Friday shopping?
No, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Mary Alice doesn't do much. Mary Alice is the major shopper in our family, and she makes sure that all the special occasions are all taken care of. You know, with the appropriate gifts and presents. But as we're getting older, it's kind of more difficult to do. Mary Alice used to go out and go shopping at I'm dating myself. Shopping centers.
Shopping centers? You must be at least 40 years old if you were at a shopping center.
40.
You must be dating yourself to be a 40-year-old.
Definitely dating myself. But that's all they would go. She'd go shopping and start looking for things at different stores. And
how dare she?
I mean, it was wow. It was a major ordeal. Major ordeal.
So she was shopping.
Mm-hmm.
She was looking for things at different stores.
But now everybody has it online. You know, whatever you need, you can just type it in and away you go.
It's not worth getting bulldozed at a Walmart over a 24-inch plasma TV.
Yep, that you're going to save $10 on. It's just not worth it. Not worth it anymore. Plus, Amazon will deliver it free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
At least
fun.
it's stuff I order from them. They always deliver it free. So.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're getting to a point where it's same day.
So, yeah, sometimes if you reach a certain dollar value, they'll do free same day, which is exciting. Mostly things like light bulbs or like standard stuff, batteries.
That's most of the stuff that I order is pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I've
Order
gotten
all my
pretty lazy
shaving
about
cream.
it.
Yeah.
I just add it to my Amazon cart and don't want to go to the store anymore.
Boy, hasn't retail changed in the last 10 or 50, 20 years?
Especially like you order things from Amazon and I'll order them from Target and I'll add them to my cart and then I'll do a curbside pickup. So I don't even go in the store. So I just get my shaving cream and my deodorant and my toothpaste and all that. And I'll just show up and they'll load it in my car. It's usually like a bag or two, but
Yeah, but still, even that, I don't even want to go to the I don't go to the parking lot. As much as crazy as they are now. No, I'll do the free Amazon thing. I'm a big fan of Amazon. I don't order enough from Amazon.
whoa.
I probably need to be ordering
Said nobody
just
ever.
about ever.
I need to be ordering more online.
I really do need to be ordering more.
Why am I even driving?
I know I shouldn't drive. I mean, I'm going to buy a Tesla so it can drive itself.
Should do that. Would you have much road rage as you do now?
That brings up a couple of points we're going to talk about.
Oh.
I think, wasn't it?
You want to go into your snagged peeve of the week?
Oh, I'll do my peeve of the week.
Okay, let's hear it.
My peeve of the week are people who block the street when you're trying to turn left onto that street at a stoplight. The stoplight is green and the other lane is trying to turn, and instead of waiting back like they're supposed to do, they pull all the way up, pull all the way forward. So it blocks you in the middle of the street and you can't turn left.
You're saying the person going straight just goes through the light and they don't leave a gap so that when it does turn red, they're still stuck in the middle of the lane?
Yep.
That is annoying.
That's very annoying. That's my peeve of the week. What's your peeve of the week?
Well, on that note, I've noticed I've been trying to do more legal turns. Like,
what do you mean you've been doing illegal turns?
I'm sure you have too. I'm sure everyone's
I
doing
don't do it illegal.
So when you turn left into a lane, and there's two lanes, you're supposed to turn into the closest one.
Correct.
And then change lanes if you have to. But for so long, I would just kind of veer out and do a wide turn into the far lane.
No. Bad.
And I have been focusing on not doing that anymore.
Okay.
And people all the time are doing that still.
Yeah.
And it's more annoying now that I'm trying to be a good boy because I'll turn into the near one and then try to go quick over to the right one, knowing I've got to take the next right. But into our neighborhood, I do this all the time. But the person behind me will just go straight to the far lane, try to go around me right away. I say, not today. And then I get over and they give me a one finger salute.
Yeah.
I said, rules are rules, buddy.
Finger salute, huh?
I don't know. Ask Olathe. I didn't make the rules. So that's a good peeve of the week.
Yeah, that is a good peeve week. I like it.
My snag peeve of the week.
What is it?
Is I finally made time. I didn't really have time. I was home for one day this weekend. I had some shoots in Omaha.
Uh-huh.
And
how'd all that go?
I'll get into that. It was good. But Sunday I edited photos for like 8 hours and I needed a break. And there was like 2 hours left of daylight. So I had said, I should go pick up the leaves in the front yard because I haven't done that yet this year because I've been busy. Well, every night I come home from work, it's dark, so I can't do it then.
Yeah.
And I've had something going on for the last 5 or 6 weekends, so I haven't had time then either. So got out there, went to mow them up, pick them up with the mower in the bag, and had to go over it like 3 times because my mower doesn't suck enough. It's electric, so it's not as powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And got them up for the most part. Did a pretty good job. And then had like the biggest wind rainstorm of all time.
We did. We've had some weather this week. No
Been
question
2 days later, it looks like I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my snag.
That's a good snag. I should have thought of that. That's a good one.
Well, it's just my least favorite yard work activity is leaf care.
That's all we do. I mean, at least we set all of November aside for leaf removal. at our house. Every weekend, we got either Saturday or Sunday or whatever day it may be to get out and just get all the leaves picked up. And generally, we have like 10 or 20 bags of leaves, and we're only allowed 5 per pickup. And so, it's always a real hassle. But this year it's been kind of good. We've been kind of staying on top of it.
Well, neighbor Alan is very helpful with it, but I just don't like it, and I don't have a good enough mower for it, and I don't like using the leaf sucker thing I have. It's not the best. It gets heavy and uncomfortable, and I'm just a whiny little boy, so I don't like to do it. So Janelle was thinking about hiring it out, which is a big slap in the face to any husband, is having your wife hire out a job. But on this one, I kind of agreed. I was like, okay, let's just see how much that costs.
Why would it? That you brought up an interesting point, because yes, I think that it would be a big slap in the face. However, hiring a cleaning person to come in and clean your house is a big slap in the face to your wife.
Is it?
It is to Mary Ellen. She does not want him. Not at all.
Well, Janelle's had family who, her sister and parents had a cleaner, or still have one. We never have had one, but a friend of mine just mentioned that he hired one, and they're pretty reasonable. So maybe I should do it like twice a year or something at least. But I don't know. It's something I'm capable of doing, is picking up leaves, so it seems like I shouldn't pay someone. But time is money, and I haven't had a lot of time lately, so I thought maybe I should do it.
Yeah.
But my schedule frees up now that I'm done with shoots, so I think I'm officially done for the year.
Oh, you are?
I had mini shoots in Omaha on the 2nd, November 2nd. Mini as in small, short.
Right.
Not mini as in M-A-N-Y. But the Thursday before, it looked like terrible rain, so I reached out and postponed all those to the 9th. But one family couldn't do the 9th, so they had to do the 16th. So I had to make it a 2-weekend thing. So I had like 6 or 7 on the 9th, and then last weekend I booked a few more, and did I think 6 on last Saturday. So been powering through editing all those, and I still have a wedding to edit. That's great.
Yeah.
But it was Saturday morning, and my friend texted me and said his wife was getting discharged from the hospital with their 2 twins they just had. And he asked if I could make a quick stop by their house on their way through Omaha before my shoot. So, yeah. So I drove up there real quick, and
good.
They had a boy and a girl, and they have a 2-year-old right now. So it's going to be a fun household for them.
They are going to be busy. Busy people.
So I did all those. It was fun seeing the first weekend. It was all families that I had worked with before. I believe, yes. All families and couples I've shot for before. And then this past weekend, there were 3 new ones. A family of 4, a couple with their dog, and then a couple whose wedding I'm shooting next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun seeing new people, but fun catching up with the old ones. And it was good weather. It was raining on the way up, so I was nervous about that, but got them done. So
you mentioned driving up there. Can you give us an update on the car?
She's running well.
Good.
Hasn't had the light come on yet.
Yay! I mean, it's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it?
It'll be 2 weeks on Thursday.
Okay. All right.
So,
and who was the mechanic that
performed?
Verl performed the miracle.
I don't know his government name for his
Miracle
shop.
Verl.
I don't know. Saint Verl.
Saint Verl.
So shout out to him.
Good.
Might send him a Christmas card or something.
I think you should. You should send him a Christmas card.
Maybe you don't like to do Christmas cards this year.
Maybe you should send him a referral.
A referral?
A referral.
If I have someone who needs...
A referral?
Well, I kind of said that joke. I always... Whatever.
Yeah.
So I do get it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. Do you want to know my win of the week?
What? Yes. What's your win?
Actually, you should do your catch of the week first, because mine's going to be long.
What is my catch of the week? Did I?
You didn't put one. I think you've had just a grumpy week. Can you make one up on the spot?
Not really. It's just been a grumpy week. I've been really grumpy on just about everything. Had all kinds of stuff happening this week. But I
Well, your
can't-
catch of the
can't-
week is looking forward to family coming in town.
Yes, that's my catch of the week.
Your catch of the week is just your beautiful bride.
Yep.
Your catch of the week is having
The
a
lo-
house that's paid off.
The most lovely CP.
Cutie pie.
Yep.
Okay, so my catch of the week
Yes. What's your
is
catch of the week?
I wrote this down earlier, but now I'm kind of having some. But my catch was having no back pain because I've had some back pain lately,
Oh, that's right.
and
So tell me about the bone crusher.
so I think I've already mentioned it before, but we'll do a quick recap.
Okay, recap.
So like 2 weeks ago, I was doing a lot of
Recap.
breaking. I was doing a lot of editing on the couch, and I thought that maybe I was sitting in a weird way, and so I just kind of trying to stretch it out, but then it kept getting a little bit worse. So by like Tuesday of the following week, so like 2 weeks ago now, maybe a week ago, I don't know, I lost track. It would have been 2 weeks ago because I didn't have my car, and it just was really hurting me a lot. So thought maybe it was a kidney thing because it was in that area. So I think the following weekend I was asking my brother-in-law if he thought it was a kidney infection or kidney stones or what, but no signs of that. So I kind of just powered through and made my first ever appointment at a chiropractor.
Okay.
So I show up last week, and I think it was like Tuesday.
Who recommended the chiropractor?
I don't remember. I think everyone I talked to about it seemed to recommend it.
Okay.
Except a couple people were kind of like, I don't trust them, or I don't know if they actually help or not.
All right.
So my mother-in-law recommended this certain one.
Okay.
Went there. He kind of just had me go through and do movements and see what the issue was, if he could pinpoint what it was. I think it came down to the fact that I sit on an uncomfortable computer chair at work or at home for work. Well, that's the one. The other one's not much better at all. It's the one that you gave me and then my old one. And I even added a cushion to it, but for whatever reason, my tailbone just hurts after like 2 hours. So
blame it on me.
So he thinks that my vertebra, whatever it was, that's what friends call each other. Hey John, what is the one back call the other back? Vertebra. So anyway, it was swollen, and apparently the swelling
Keep moving.
was compressing onto a nerve that runs up to my back, my middle back, or something like that. Sounds believable, but it kept getting better, and it was to the point when I got there that it was already basically gone.
Oh yeah, every time you go to the doctor, you get better.
So I just said, well, before I got there, and I said it was like bringing my car to the mechanic, and the sound won't happen. So I was trying to describe what the pain was, and it was basically gone. So anyway, by the time I did go back for my actual appointment the following week, so it was last Friday, I had my first appointment and made a mistake that day. Brandon texted me and said, hey, what's going on tonight? And Janelle was out of town for her work thing still. And I said, oh, not much. Probably just going to do some editing. What about you? Thinking he'd be like, hey, want to hang out? Want to come over and watch the game, whatever. But he said, just wondering if you could help me do some moving. He was moving to a new house. And
yeah. Now, who is Brandon?
Brother-in-law Brandon.
Okay, brother-in-law Brandon.
So I thought, of course I will help because that's what brother-in-laws are for. But also not ideal because I'm getting my back adjusted for the first time. And I'm going straight to help move. So don't regret helping, but anyway. So the back wasn't feeling great after that.
Yeah.
But I was kind of disappointed because when I got there, she adjusted me. And first of all, I had to lay on a table. Sorry, first of all, they keep that place, it seems like 85 degrees. So I'm already like feeling a little bit damp when I get there. And lay on the table on my stomach, and there's this machine that it's like a flexor machine or something, she said.
I don't know what it is.
You ever been to the chiropractor?
Never been to a chiropractor, yeah, at all.
Well, anyway, like from the waist down, it's on like a hinge, and it just is like a motorized thing, and it's just slowly going up and down. And she's like stretching me, and like, I guess you can feel where I'm tight just based off of how it's moving and stuff.
Okay.
What else did she do? So anyway, she stopped it, and then she also kind of like, there's another hinge that you kind of like sit up on She like raises it, and then when she goes to crack you, she would like drop it, so it wasn't as much force. So yeah, I was just kind of let down because there wasn't a big crack. I thought there were a big. I was told they're called releases, but I want it to be like just a atomic sound of just
Just a big
crackage, just like 16 of those, and then I just sit up and go, "Wow, I could take on the world."
Yeah.
I've been being held back by my back pain, and now I'm free. But I just told her I didn't want my neck messed with because that freaks me out. That John Wick can just like twist someone's neck and kill him, but this lady's going to do that to me and make it better.
Which episode? 1, 2, or 3?
I think all three.
All
movies
three of
he
them
does that.
will have it on there.
So anyway, I asked her to not do that. So she did this thing where she would like click on my neck with this machine. It was strange. And then I had to go on my side. She was impressed that I knew the thing to do with my leg. I had never done it before, but she asked if I had done it or watched movies about it. And I said, no, just it's a skill, I guess.
You Google it, I'm sure.
I didn't Google it.
Huh?
But she like put her weight on my knee and then pushed down on my whatever. So that felt pretty good, but still no crackage. And I left feeling not much different. So I was kind of wondering if it was a scam because they get me. Oh, before I left, she says, I recommend therapy. And I says, John's been telling me that for a while now.
Yeah, we have.
I already see one.
Yeah. And it's not working.
She says it's because I grew up without a father figure.
It's the voices.
Just kidding, Dad.
Yeah.
But she said we recommend therapy, like electrotherapy or something. I don't know what it was called.
I don't know what
It's
that
called,
means.
It was STEM.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I
They
just went
stick
from
needles in you and
no.
electrify them or something.
So I thought I was done, but she's like, okay, follow me, thinking I was going to make a new appointment. But I go down this hallway and she's like, this is so and so. She's gonna help you today. I said thanks. It's all moving so fast. I thought I was going to buy a car at the very end. I didn't know what was happening. So then she tells me to go.
Sign here. Just sign here. Sign
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
She put like a bag over my head and tossed me in a van. So I'm laying face down on this table, and then she puts these things on me. They didn't stick, but like she just like rested them on me and then put like a weighted blanket or something over me.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, okay, it's going to be about 8 minutes. It's going to change from like this to pulsing. You need it to be strong but not painful. Let me know when it gets to be too much. And then she like slowly turned it on. I said, okay, that's good. So yeah, it wasn't like it was like a massage, but yeah, I didn't feel much different afterwards. So anyway, go to leave. They make an appointment for me for yesterday because they keep wanting to see me very, very often. So I'm not sure if it's like a legit thing. Like I need to go to a bunch up front and then it's like maintenance after that. But anyway, I showed up yesterday and my pain was already kind of gone. So I didn't know what to tell her, but did the same thing, the same table stuff, and got a good release this time. So that felt good.
Yeah.
She said I felt more relaxed this time, she said. So she got a bigger release. She did ask me if I worked out. And I said, oh, why do you ask? Because she asked me that the time before. And I just thought to ask her this time. And she said, oh, well, you're just very muscular on your back. So, no big deal.
Oh, my God.
I said it's from I
I
said no, it's just from carrying this podcast.
Well, you're going to get a lot more muscular, buddy.
Yeah. John never brings topics. So
Never
always
bring
carrying.
topics. You're the carrying guy.
So anyway, she just said, I was like, okay, well, I thought about
Was she hitting on you, you think?
No, she was also older than my mother, so.
Okay.
Which is very, very
Which doesn't really matter. That was not the question.
I know, I just wasn't calling my mom old. She was I could already hear her texting me saying,
Well,
you're calling me old. I didn't say it.
Kimmy was calling you old.
No, she was just older than my mother.
Here he goes again, Kim.
And she was not hitting on me. She was just asking because she didn't know if I was lifting, causing injuries. And I said, no, I was going to get into that more. She said, well, just be careful. So I came home and I don't think Janelle liked that. She's a little bit jealous, I think. But she goes to our old church, so I think she's trustworthy.
Okay.
Anyway, you were calling me as I was at the appointment. which was a good thing because I was looking at my phone and I said, oh, shoot, I forgot that I had a thing at 5. Kind of a fib because I didn't want to do the therapy again yesterday. So I kind of got out of that. So I'm going to do one more follow-up tomorrow, and then I'm done.
Okay.
And then that'll be it. So...
But you haven't had any issues in the last week or so?
No issues with my back at all, really. I mean, just kind of sore today. I'm not sure what from, but just a general soreness. She did trick me into cracking my neck. I didn't mean for her to do that. She didn't like twist it, but she just like pushed my neck and it popped it. And I said...
Did that feel good? Did it feel like a pressure release sort of thing?
Yeah. But it still scared me. So anyway, that's that.
Well, good. I'm glad your back's all better.
It's just an interesting deal because you walk in there. Now I'm like a regular. I've been there like 3 times, so they can...
You're the regular.
Well, usually they would say,
hey,
like,
Taylor,
okay,
how are you?
Here's some paperwork. Sit down, fill it out.
Mm-hmm.
Next time they said, okay, we'll call you in just a minute. Sit down. This time I walked in. She's like, okay, you'll be in room 9. Like, oh, I'm a regular.
You're getting a preferential treatment now.
So they give you a little paper, and then you walk back. You put it into your door slot, and then you go sit down. And I felt like a good boy because I knew how to do it, and I was good. And I waited, and then I brought it back up, and that's how you pay. So
that sounds like the VIP club at the airports and stuff.
I had TSA
you're
pre-crack,
pre-adjust,
pre-release. So I don't know. I think I can see myself going a couple times a year, but I don't get all the hype about it yet. I don't know.
Well, I've never been, so I don't know.
I just have like with weddings and cameras on my shoulders all the time. I just thought maybe it would like just be a big old like crack because I haven't ever had it before and first timer release. You know how it goes. Well,
you did get a pretty good release on that second one, wasn't it?
You said you did. Okay, but so it's probably illegal. But I actually did a voice memo recording during the first episode or the first appointment
session.
Yeah, and I just was recording, put it down, and was hoping I'd get like the sound of my back cracking, but didn't ever get it. So
no, I don't think you would.
But I probably should admit that because it's probably illegal to record people without their consent.
Well, we don't know what you recorded.
It wasn't for any criminal purposes. It was just to get the sound of my back cracking to send to my family. But didn't happen.
That's a little weird, but
I just wanted to hear it from the outside, not through my own spine and my head.
Okay.
So that's where I was this week.
Well, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad it's all better, all gooder.
Because when your back hurts, that's not much worse than that, you know?
Oh, for me, it's my feet. If my feet hurt, I mean, I just hurt all over.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, worst case with your feet, you can kind of like put them up and like lay down and rest.
You could.
But with your back, it just controls so much. You can't really move.
Yeah, that's true.
Hurts to sleep. It hurts to stand or sit. Yeah. So that's where I was. And, I just need to get stronger, you know?
You need to get more muscular.
I think I'm already at peak physique.
I don't. Apparently not.
Why?
Because you keep getting backaches.
There's one time, okay?
So
just quit making me carry this podcast.
You're the carrier.
So that was that. Speaking of hurting, I need to send you a picture that I saw in Omaha this weekend. There's a billboard. And let me see.
A billboard?
It's a billboard. I was at an intersection at a stoplight. I saw this billboard, and I thought I wanted to get your take on it. Sending you a text in just a second. And I need you to describe what it says.
You sending it to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still on Do Not Disturb. Can't do that.
Did you get it?
Simple direct cremations, $995. I like that.
I
That
just
is
thought it
perfect.
was interesting because
Look at that. Look at the little vase next to it.
Yeah, I was interested in that because it made me get to thinking.
Why, I'm old? I'm getting ready to go. What's the deal
nothing
here?
to do with
Why,
you.
Huh? Why did you send this to me?
Because I was going to talk about it. I needed you to see what it looked like.
Okay.
It got me thinking. What it says: simple direct cremations. So, what would be a complex indirect cremation?
It would be going through your mother-in-law and having her go through her cousin Vinny in Brooklyn.
Well, simple direct makes it seem like, all right, no questions asked. We'll just cremate. Bring the body.
Bring the body.
It's simple. Just toss him in the bonfire. It's simple as direct.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Put him in the oven. Done.
Even deader now.
Yeah.
But like a complex cremation, an indirect cremation, assuming that's a thing, if they're touting they're simple and direct, what would that be? Do you bring the body in? They're like, he's not even dead.
Well, they have to be dead first before they're cremated.
That would make it very complex. And
that'd make it complex.
Indirect.
So it is, yeah. I think it has to do with the price.
Yeah. Well, they said it's starting at $9.95.
Starting at $9.95.
So what makes it a more expensive one, you think?
Oh, get non-direct and more complex.
The flames are made of gold.
Or larger
These are special.
flames. Ooh, I wonder if weight has anything to do with it.
Now, what we should do. It's a good question for ChatGPT.
Ooh, okay, ChatGPT. Come on, chat. Chat it up, baby. Chat it up.
Dang it. I got to log in.
Forget your password?
Yeah. Should I ask ChatGPT what my password is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to log in. Okay, so what would be a complex indirect cremation?
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Get it spitting it out.
It's real time.
Real time, too.
Okay. So complex indirect cremation likely refers to a situation where the cremation process involves multiple logistical or procedural steps that are not straightforward. Here's how this concept might unfold in practice. Indirect cremation. This term could imply that the cremation isn't performed at the location where the deceased is initially cared for, such as a hospital, hospice, funeral home. Instead, the body is transported to a third-party facility that specializes in cremation.
That's what all of them are, aren't they?
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Complexity factors. International or interstate transfers.
Oh, okay. So
the deceased might need to be transported across state or national borders for cremation. This involves compliance with multiple authorizations, religious or cultural considerations, special handling needs. If the body requires unique preparation due to infectious diseases or decomposition, it could complicate the process. Why would that make it easier? It's kind of already deader, so you just need to...
Yeah, that's true. It's a little bit deader, but that's an out for charging more.
Customized memorial services. Coordinating a highly personalized service that involves remote attendance, video broadcasting, or unique commemorative activities could add to the complexity.
Wait a minute.
You can do a video broadcast of a cremation?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch it.
I want mine to be broadcast.
You do?
Watch Taylor go up in flames on this episode.
We had 3 million hits on this one.
Taylor, we finally got our listeners, viewers. Episode 65 really went off. It was lit.
It was lit.
I might try that. I'll put in my will that I want to, no matter how far in this journey we are in our podcast, we'll create a new episode, a video episode where it just streams my cremation.
No, I don't want to do that. It'll probably be me way before you. So
I don't know about that.
I do.
If she adjusts my neck the wrong way again, it could be me first.
No, I don't think so.
So anyway, that's what I was thinking of. Wondering
do you want to be
indirect...
cremated? I see. We've talked about this. Morales and I've talked about this, and I don't mind being cremated. I want to be cremated.
Save some space. I already take up too much.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, just throw me in a refrigerator box and toss me down the Missouri River.
Yeah, cremate me. Put me in a Tupperware thing, and I'll be doing.
Tupperware.
Yeah,
Like one of those Hillshire Farms, like red lid.
Yeah, red lid
Get the
kind of thing.
ham.
We put it in there and burp it, get all the air out of it. And,
Then what do you do with it?
yeah, you just throw it in the trash.
Okay.
Put it in a trash bag.
Do you want to
The
be?
trash guy?
Would you want your ashes spread anywhere?
Not necessarily. No,
No.
no.
I thought you said you wanted them spread at the Spearfish Canyon.
I'd love to have them at Spearfish Canyon, but I don't think you can't do that there.
Well,
They won't allow you to do that.
if you ask for permission,
No, I don't think
it's easier to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission,
Well,
John.
they don't do that. What they do is they put you in jail.
So if I just carry you, what if I'm like, oh, John would love this. I'm going to bring him with me to South Dakota.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
And
fine.
then I set the jar next to me so you can watch me.
Uh-huh.
And then I just accidentally trip over the jar and you fall into the stream. Oh no, it's ashes. Oops. Be free.
You feel a little tap on your shoulder and go, son, you're going to jail.
You ever been to prison before?
Yeah.
I trip, I swear.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be spread somewhere fun.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm saying I would like to be.
Okay.
You can't disagree with that.
No, I can't disagree with that.
My body, my choice.
That's true. That's true.
My ashes, my choice.
I think I'd rather be in the family plot wherever that we have out.
Well, yeah, you can take mine somewhere, and everyone can split me up a little bit. Whoever wants a piece, you want a
No.
piece of me, and then everyone can take a little bit, and you can take me to like some fishing spot, and then you can pour me out, and you'll say, you were always a pain in my ash. And
Oh, man. Come on now. You're better than that.
yeah.
You can do better than that. Just for that, I'm not going to spread your ash anywhere. Nowhere. No.
Well, if I spill out, you got to wipe my ash.
No.
My dad will enjoy that one, I think.
Okay, that's for Joe.
That was for Joe.
Okay. Enjoy that one, Joe.
Trying to think of other ash jokes.
Joe, more ash joke.
Oh, it'd be cool if you could just put me into an ash tray.
We can do that. We can put you in a tray.
Well, that's
You don't
literally the
even know
word.
what an ashtray is?
What do you mean? Do I know what an ashtray is?
Most people don't know what an ashtray is.
Most people don't.
Most people don't.
Most people under the age of 14.
I think most of them under the age of 20.
People know what cigarettes are, so
Well, I know they do, but
they gotta know they go out somewhere. Yeah, I scratched Shane's truck with an ashtray.
you did?
Well, I think it was at the In-N-Out. I think there's an ashtray sticking off of the trash can,
Oh,
made of rock. So I scratched his
yeah.
Tacoma.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But yeah, kids won't know someday what ashtrays are because they'll have vape
Hopefully
trays
not. Oh,
with their vapes on a tray.
okay. All right.
Do you have any ashtrays?
You know what? I don't think we have any at home anymore. We probably do, but
Do you have any were they like designer ones? Were they fancy? When
No.
you smoke cigarettes?
I used to smoke like a fiend.
Well, I know, but did you have any fancy ashtrays?
No, probably did. I probably did at the time. But we got rid of most all that.
Well, I know you smoke cigars occasionally on fishing trips only.
Yeah.
Do you never use an ashtray for that? You don't
No.
need to.
No, don't need to. Because we're generally out of the stream. No need.
Got it.
All goes back to nature.
Is that biodegradable?
It is biodegradable
How do you know that?
because it's a nature plant product.
The wrapping of the cigar is too?
Well, I don't throw that in the stream. I take that back. No, I don't. I don't. I've never have.
Not the plastic wrap, but like the brown part of the cigar.
That generally will burn, and if you get down far enough, you don't. You can take and toss that in the stream too.
The fish love it.
Do they?
Like, wow, is that a Cuban?
Ooh,
This guy's
it's
rich.
Honduran.
We need to bite his
Yeah.
fly.
Doesn't work that way, but okay.
Anyway, that was our fun part of our episode, the cremation segment.
The cremation segment that we wasn't planned on.
I had another segment idea we could talk about, but
Well,
I kind of didn't have a lot. You brought ideas for this one, I think, right? It was just
Mispronounced words?
Yes, mispronounced words or phrases.
I brought words.
Okay, I couldn't think of any that I mispronounced.
Really?
I'm sure there's a lot, but there's words that I don't know how to spell very well. But do you want to go over yours first?
Sure. Mispronounced words that I came up with. Mischievous.
Mischievous. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the mispronounced word.
Mischievous.
Yeah.
That's how you thought
Actually,
you said
it's mischievous.
it. I can see how you could think it'd be the other way.
Yeah. Next word is library.
How do you say it?
Library.
What should it be?
It should be library.
So what is wrong?
Library.
That's how you say it?
No, that's not how I say it.
So what are you looking up? Just commonly mispronounced words?
Commonly mispronounced words.
Oh. Well, I just was thinking if you could find ones that you don't say right that you know of.
Oh, I'll take all of them.
You just said library, fine.
Library.
How do you say crayon?
Crayon.
Crayon? I kind of say crayon. Like
Crayon?
CRAN, which is probably wrong. What about caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
What's your take?
I do caramel.
How
about kernel?
Colonel?
Kernel.
As opposed to colonel?
Colonel. Mm-hmm.
No one says that.
I know. Electoral.
Electoral?
Electoral, yeah. Electoral. Electoral.
I never really say that word.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough.
Pronunciation is another word.
I don't know how that could be messed up.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, the only one that I brought, the only word, was one that you say wrong?
What's that?
What's the place that you like to get burrito bowls from?
Oh, Chipotle.
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 You never thought, do you ever say Chipotle?
Chipotle. No.
You gotta say it.
I gotta say it with a T.
Well, there is a
Chipotle.
T. But you just switched the L and the T around.
I know.
So say it again. Say it how you...
How I would normally say it?
Yeah.
Chipotle.
And how do you... What's the correct way to say it?
Chipotle.
Say it like regular, though.
Chipotle.
I kind of like hearing you say Chipotle better. It's a little
more. I'm sticking with Chipotle.
Fun that way.
Yeah.
Mary Alice, you want Chipotle for dinner?
I always say that. Yeah, that's great. That sounds good.
Does she say Chipotle?
No, she probably pronounces it correctly. She's kind of a real stickler on English. She hasn't.
She likes saying words right.
Yeah, likes writing them correctly.
Do you have any phrases that you say or you used to mix up or anything?
No.
Like people always say, Mike, at work the other day, I got upset because someone said, I could care less, which is always interesting to me because that means you could care less. Like you could care a little bit less than you currently do. But if you're like, Taylor, I think that your outfit looks stupid, I'd say, I couldn't care less about what you think because I care so little I couldn't care any less.
But most people say, I could care less.
Yeah, which is incorrect.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well, that's saying I could care less than I do right now. Means I care this much, but I could care less.
Yeah.
But I care so little I couldn't care less. So that's a fun one.
Yeah, I guess so.
One I used to get wrong, I'd say it right, but the phrase make ends meet.
That's a great phrase. What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with the phrase, but I just understood it wrong.
What?
I always thought that it meant
what is in your mind with all the people upstairs? What does it mean?
Well, if someone's like, we're gonna make ends meet, it always just made it seem like, oh, they're kind of poor, they can't afford a lot, they're just gonna get the end of the meat, like a burnt end, just like ends of meat. Someone else told me this too. I remember Nate Kennedy in high school. He said the same thing. I always thought it was ends meet, like the end of the meat. We're gonna make ends meet. like a mince,
So we
like a
need-
mincemeat pie.
We need to give these phrases to people that are like freshmen and sophomore in college.
I think so.
Okay.
If all of your grandkids could spread the word about making ends meet.
Okay, making ends meet.
But really, it's making the ends meet.
Okay.
Don't know what it means still, but
Yeah.
what does that mean? Where'd that come from?
What the term?
Yeah.
It's when people are financially making it go, but it's been real tough.
I know what the like where you use the phrase, but I'm saying, where did it come from?
Well, I'm not sure the origin of it.
Okay. Multiple origins, including bookkeeping. The phrase may come from bookkeeping where the total income at the bottom of the column matches the total expenditures at the bottom of the... Okay.
All right.
Sailing ships. The phrase may come from sailing ships where the masts were attached to ropes that could break. If the rope breaks, the mast would sag, but joining the rope ends together would make the mast taut again.
Taut?
Taut. T-A-U-T. Is that how you spell that? Say it. How would you say that word?
Taut.
Cool. So I got it right.
Could be tight, but
Taut? T-A-U-T. Taut.
that's taut.
Tailoring or dressmaking. The phrase may come from tailoring or dressmaking where you would need enough cloth to wrap a garment completely around the body. Anyway.
Okay.
The oldest example of the phrase in literature is from Thomas Fuller's The History of the Worthies of England in 1661.
Well, that's an interesting little tidbit. I can wake the audience now.
You can what?
Can we wake the audience now?
What do you mean?
We're putting them to sleep by giving them all the.
Oh, I thought this was asleep
16,
somewhere.
No, he's sleeping on the
Okay,
floor.
sorry. Let you think of the topics next time. I'm sorry.
No, this is fine. I'm enjoying it, but I little jab every once in a while.
That's
A
fine.
little levity.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a little levity. That's all it is.
Pain in my ass.
Yeah, jeez, here we go again.
Any other phrases?
Buddy.
What are some of the good phrases?
Phrases?
Yeah, some phrases that you used to say as a kid or they were said to you. I have one in particular.
What's up?
We used to drive to my grandma Larson's, my great-great-grandma Larson's yikes, her nursing home.
Wow.
Eventually she went to a funeral home.
Yeah.
But she had a nursing home that was probably only like 45 minutes away or 30 minutes away. But it seemed like it took forever when I was a kid. And I feel like I was always hungry, surprise, when we would go. And my grandma, Grandma Lee would say, "We'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail." And
That's a great old phrase.
it never made sense to me as a kid. Now it makes sense, but I always just thought of like a shake. Like I could go for a chocolate shake
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
They're making you think so.
We'll be there
Yeah.
in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Yeah.
Grandma, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So that was a phrase we used to get told.
That's a good phrase.
Any
good
phrases
phrase.
that you have?
I can't remember any right off the top of my head. But we'll come up with some.
Sure beats.
We need to
what's the
probably throw
phrase?
this out to all of our audience and ask them what some of their phrases are when they were growing up as kids.
Yeah, send them in.
Yeah, send
Everybody.
them in, and we'll put them on Real Buds podcast.
Sure beats a sharp stick in the eye.
What does that actually mean? It means I don't know what that means.
Well, something
Painful. That's
While
what
something might not be great, it's still significantly better than a very bad situation. Essentially saying it could be much worse.
Yeah,
Sure beats a sharp stick in the eye.
that's true.
Uh,
And you always go, "That's true."
what other ones are there? That's all I can think of right now.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Oh, someone said, I think it was at our church. Someone used to always say, irregardless.
I was trying to think of that word. That would drive Mary Alice's dad nuts if we would use that word. Irregardless.
Yeah, that one bothered.
It should be regardless, but not irregardless.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of earlier too. Anyway, I couldn't not careless.
Careless.
I don't know, just making stuff up.
Yep.
I thought of one more segment we could do.
Oh, what's that?
Could be ongoing. In fact, I thought of one of these. Well, the segment is going to be husband fumble of the week,
Oh,
which I think we might have talked about before. But Um,
I'm going to have to prepare for this one
yeah,
because I'm such a perfect husband
well, I brought it up to you, and
that
you did.
I don't have any fumbles of 51 years of marriage. I mean,
Well, I told you
come
this
on
idea
now.
yesterday, and you said, "Okay, I actually have one." So my husband fumble of the week
I do have one.
is I sent Janelle a picture last week of I set my new office up in here, and there's a record player on top of this cabinet, and next to that I was playing a record while I was working from home last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I sent her a video of me playing a record, and I had a candle. It was like a cloudy day, and it was just kind of like vibey.
Yeah.
So I lit a candle just to make it smell better and just for the vibes. And I had it on for quite a while, and she texted me and she said, "You better have let that burn to the edges." And I didn't really know what she meant. Well, I kind of did because she's complained about it before to me because I did it wrong. And sure enough, she came home and she said I didn't burn the candle to the edges. So if you don't on the first burn let it burn all the way to the outside rim, then each time after that it'll only burn down and not like you're wasting a bunch of the candle, I guess.
I never knew that.
Should I go pull the candle out and show you?
No, that's quite all right. I don't need a tutorial on how to do this thing, but
yeah. So it's just like
I don't.
This is the candle. If you didn't let it, the whole like
right.
the wick's in the middle.
Right.
If you only let it burn a little bit and then stop,
yeah,
it'll dry like this, and then from then on it'll just go straight down from there. But the first burn and each one after that, you have to let it melt all the way to the outside so that it'll.
Wow! I never knew that. The candle etiquette.
Yeah, so I broke the candle etiquette.
Okay, apparently so.
So I'm in the doghouse now.
I wouldn't say you're in a doghouse, but.
Well, I'm actually in the doghouse for something much more serious.
Ooh.
I'm not going to get into the whole story.
Oh, come on. Let's get into it.
I'll just say that Janelle...
Do we need attorneys or anything?
Probably should call my sister first.
Okay.
She wouldn't be on my side, though.
I don't think she would.
So, Janelle went and got her hair done today.
We don't need to get involved with it if you don't want to.
It's fine.
No.
She went and got her hair done today. And she came back, and I said, "Oh, looks great," which is what you always have to say. What you do say when it looks great, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was very dark. Much darker than she usually gets. Her hair is brown.
Uh-huh.
She gets it like a brown. I don't know how to describe it. Like the pheasant. And this time it was more. It looked closer to black to me.
Okay.
I said, "Oh, it just looks kind of dark." And she said, "Does it look like a wig to you?" And I said, "I'll just say I chose the wrong answer." I said, "Doesn't look like a wig." I just said like it was dark. So anyway, I chose the wrong answer, even though she thought it looked like a wig. And
did you say that you liked it?
I said it looks great, and because she just was trying to recolor it, get her roots touched up or whatever, and so I chose the wrong answer. But she admitted that it was dark. But no matter what, I think I would have chosen the wrong answer. So
anytime there's a question regarding hair color, how one looks, does this make me look fat? Is this the right color for the shoes?
well, I mean, the fat thing, obviously, that's the right.
Avoid those questions.
Just plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Run out of the room. Slam the door. Do not say a word. Call your attorney because that's what you're going to need.
I mean, if she says, "Does it make me look fat?" and you say no, then could that get you in trouble?
Oh God, yes, can it get
How
you
can
in
that
trouble?
get you in trouble?
It's gonna what it does is she goes, I don't believe that.
Well, then she can choose to not believe it.
Uh-huh.
I guess she could
But
say
who's going to get mad at who?
Or I guess you could say like if you said no, it does not make you look fat. She'd say, "Oh, so you think some things do make me look fat?"
We need to have a new segment on Real Buds Podcast, and that segment is going to be
Ask a female. Oh, sorry.
No, the segment is going to be married for 10 or married for 50.
Well, I've been married for 4.
You've been married for 4. I've been married for 51.
Okay, that's a good
So
segment.
I've been kind of through this.
So Mary Alice
There's
asked
a lot
you,
of good things, and there's been a lot of things I've really messed up on.
so when she asked you, does this make me look fat, or how does this shirt look on me, whatever, you never give an answer? You just say, I can't answer that?
No. You learn how to phrase things.
So, John, does this shirt make me look fat?
In your case, yeah.
Okay, but if it was Mary Alice saying that?
Oh, it was Mary Alice saying that. I would say, I like the color of that. Do you have a different style?
Whoa. You think that's better?
Huh?
You think that's better
That was much better.
than saying, I'm not going to answer, or just no? Does that make you look fat?
Well, first of all, I just never see you. They were asking for your opinion.
Yeah,
You
John,
have
does
to
this make me look
give
fat?
Give them something.
I
and
like the
did.
color, but does that come in a different style?
Yeah. Do you have it in a different style?
You think that's better than just saying no, it does not make you look fat?
Well, that then in turn will lead to more questions.
What do you mean,
Now,
the style?
do you want to go to there, or do you just kind of want to end it?
Is this you asking Mary Alice, or what?
No, this is me explaining it to you, who's only been married for 4 years.
If Janelle said to me, does this make me look fat? And I said, that looks good. I like the color, but do you have it in a different style? She would think that, yes, I was saying that she looked bad in it.
No, she would immediately go and try and find something different.
No, she would not. She would say, what do you mean different style? What's wrong with this style?
No.
This style's not good enough for you?
No.
I know my wife, Janelle.
Shannon. We'll leave that alone.
So I know her enough to know how she would react, and she would not like that response.
Okay, well, then we're going to find out.
No, because she wouldn't ask me that.
Well, she'll listen to the podcast.
She doesn't listen to the podcast.
Well, she'll let you know because we'll ask.
My mom will give feedback on how she would like that question to be answered.
Yes, Kim, please enlighten us.
As our resident female listener.
Yes, please, Kim, because your son needs help, apparently in his marriage.
I need Steve to give feedback too on how Steve would answer that question.
Okay, I think those are great questions. We should we'll call both of them next week.
So if Mary Alice made something for you food-wise that you did not like, and she said, "Did you like the meal?" What would you say? I like the color, but do you have it in a different style of spaghetti?
She'd never made anything that I disliked. Seriously, she never has.
Okay. But if she did make something that was just awful.
That'd never happen.
Okay, now you're getting out easy.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. It's not like she listens either.
No, she doesn't, so we're fine.
I'm just thinking of a good way to get around that question.
Yeah.
If Janelle said, did you like the dinner? And if something just crazy happened, and for whatever reason, for the first time ever, I didn't like it, how would I answer that? You've made better. My mom makes us a little...
yeah, really. How would you answer that one, Kim?
I would say, I think you could call my mom for some advice next time. That would lead to an all-time fight.
Really?
What do you mean? For some tips, I would either ask ChatGPT or you just call my mother.
Yeah, or just you have your sister-in-law on speed dial.
I like to talk to my attorneys. Okay, I guess we can save some stuff for next time.
Yeah, I think we should.
I kind of went through mostly all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving, John.
Well, thank you. I know you will have a good Thanksgiving.
I hope it's great. I hope it's great, not just good.
It'll be great.
Hope you enjoy your turkey and your gravy.
I will. And family.
And family. And football.
And football.
And faith.
And faith.
And fun.
And fun.
And
country.
Friendship.
And country.
Well, that's not an F.
Huh?
That's not an F. Freedom.
Freedom.
And
freedom. By golly.
Fall.
And we need to thank our who? We need to thank our
CBD Wood Design.
CBD Wood Design.
I was just joking. You fell for it.
I did.
It's CHD.
CHD. And Taylor Atkinson Photography.
If you're looking that's a word that you pronounce wrong.
Like what?
Say that word again. Taylor Atkinson what?
Taylor Atkinson Photography.
Photography?
Photography.
That's a common It's a common pronunciation for people your age, is to say, "Are you the photographer?" No, I take pictures of more than just dog fur. I'm the photographer.
I'm not going to mention your company ever again.
Okay. That'll make the closing a little quicker. What's your last one you want to say, John?
And I would say, if you're out and about, please stop by the Kansas City Auto Museum out in Olathe, Kansas.
But make sure you only visit when they're open.
Yep. Have to be open. They have to be open on normal hours. Check online. Kansas City Auto Museum.
Just make sure you schedule something first.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great week, John.
You too, David.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jim.